Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching Phoenix Eden 17, based off the classic Osamu Tezuka manga of the same name, and like the other adaptations of Phoenix, it takes some chapters from that original manga and basically creates an animated film out of it, split into 4 parts and available on Disney Plus and Hulu. Now, this particular story of Phoenix follows two space explorers, George and Romy, as they manage to find a planet that has hospitable oxygen and has land that's capable of making crops and even has a water supply. But when George ends up dying in an accident, Romy has to raise her child on that planet, even after a malfunction with the hibernation system sends Romy into a state where she has to basically stay in cold sleep for 1,300 years as opposed to just 13. When Romy wakes up in the distant future, she finds that aliens have taken over said planet. She gets to live on that planet as basically like a queen, and she misses her old home of Earth. So one of the aliens, named Com, travels with Romy to Earth to see what it's like, and they find that after over 1,000 years, it's a lot different than they remember it. But at least different from how Romy remembers it. So that's all I'll say about the story. I can tell that it's an Osamu Tezuka story, especially because of the grand scale and scope involved. Also known as the granddaddy of manga, Osamu Tezuka has created some series that have acted as some of the stories that have introduced the potential of manga storytelling to many audiences, such as Astro Boy and Dororo. Phoenix is definitely not one of his more well-known stories, but it definitely is one of his more complex and, I should say, adapted stories, especially considering there's been several anime throughout the time that have adapted different arcs that he's written, and this one is definitely one of the ones that benefits most from the increased technology to make it more of a sci-fi epic. Even though it's only 4 episodes long, it does fit the structure of a very ambitious sci-fi movie when it comes down to it. It's got a lot of great animation for the different spaceships, the action scenes, even the aliens that do have a Tezuka level of simplicity in their designs, but it actually makes them stand out quite a bit from the world that they're in. On top of that, the voice acting all around is pretty good, particularly from Romy and her child. I do believe that there are certain plot elements that do go by a little bit quick when we get to the fourth and final episode, but the pacing otherwise is actually pretty well done. And I think Studio 4C actually managed to pull off some great visuals here. They're a bit hit and miss when it comes to the films that they animate, but it's clear that they put their best foot forward with this one. All the designs look like they happen to stick true to Osamu Tezuka's vision while still feeling like they are updated in the right ways. And the story does feel like a sci-fi epic in the best way with its visuals and when it comes to the ideas that it goes for. I have no idea how many people will actually watch this, considering it's on two streaming services that don't usually promote anime of this type. But I do hope you check it out, as Osamu Tezuka's work really deserves to be remembered and acknowledged for years to come. I give Phoenix Eden 17 a 9 out of 10. See you next time.